been able to gather the most important people in my life in one room, let alone the most important people in both of our lives in one room. And it's a little past the holiday season and time for giving thanks, but this was as close as I could get. So on behalf of both of us, we're very happy and grateful everybody's here. I just kind of wanted to speak a little bit from my heart as to what everybody in this room means to me and us.
So yes, it will be a few minutes.
Yeah. And, you know, as we have all of our family that's so important to us in one room, even the people we have in here who aren't technically family, we still consider you family. You're family to us, and you always will be.
And that's why you're here.
And so I'm just going to start with those who are our dear friends we consider family. Mike and Diane. I'm an only child, but I consider myself fortunate to have basically two brothers in my life, one of which I'll get to in a moment, but one of which is this gentleman right here, Mike Taylor, oddly enough, same last name, who has always been an
Not
incredible
oddly.
friend.
That is not oddly. That was
Okay.
meant to be.
Not only been an incredible friend, and his wife Diane, both incredible friends to me, but a great source of advice, wisdom, fun, and support. And I don't know that I would have lasted as long in Houston as I have without those two to count on as dear friends. So I just thank you for that very much, and thank you for coming.
And I love you, so that works.
Yes. And all of you in here know Kirsten, and know that there probably isn't a kinder person on the face of the planet than Kirsten, and I didn't think there were, let alone two people that could be as kind, if not kinder, than Kirsten, and that's Lori and Phil. And the phrase "salt of the earth" just doesn't even do it justice. And your friendship to Kirsten and to me and everything that you've done and everything that you've shown, the caring and compassion is just incredible. So I want to thank you for that. Thank you for coming. There's some people in this room that I haven't had a chance to get to know as well as I'd like, but I'd hope to. Two of those being Michael and Mary, and of course Casey being the third. I haven't had the privilege to get to know you very well, but I can tell you from all the fantastic things I've heard said about you from Joe and Judy and Kirsten that a whole lot of fun and a whole lot of enjoyment awaits me in the opportunity to get to know you. So I'm very grateful for that and looking forward to that. And thank you very much for making it here this evening.
Everything they said is true as far as you know.
We'll get to the other stuff later.
Going on that, yep.
I haven't seen anything that isn't true. So I'm hoping to discover all those true things, and they're just going to be fantastic. Tony and Rachel. I'm sorry, Anthony and Rachel.
That's okay.
Is Tony to you?
Tony.
And Anthony to me.
Anthony to you.
That's true.
As I'm just starting to get to know you as people, and man, how exciting is that to be able to do that and become part of your lives and part of mine. But I've been able to see you for the last year and change as parents, and the love you have for Charlie, and the parenting you provide for that child gives me great hope for the future of this country. We can have more parents like you who are just quality individuals on top of it, and also I'm incredibly fortunate to be able to get to know you better. Also, as time goes on.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she calls him Zia too.
Calls me Zia. My other brother and his lovely wife, my aunt, Deb. To be so fortunate to have an aunt and uncle who you consider more like a brother and sister is something I can't sum up into words. I really can't. I wish I could. But Uncle Ken took me to my first Viking game as a child. Got me started on football. For good, bad, or indifferent, took me to my first trip to Vegas. So you can blame him for that one. That's not. I don't have anything to do with that one, Kirsten. Helped me get into golf, learn how to play golf. Taught me how to enjoy.
How's that going for you?
Yeah, exactly.
That may be the one he's regretting. But On top of that, two people that I could always count on, no matter what, to be there with a helping hand, a kind word and a smile, a show of support, and love and friendship. And I can't thank you enough. Joe and Judy, for the past little over a year, you have not only welcomed me into your home and your family, but you have made me feel a part of it from the very beginning. I've never felt like a guest. I've always felt like family. And the many kindnesses you've shown me and the love and support you've shown me is astounding. And I can see where this one gets all those qualities and everything wonderful that she does for me. So I thank you very much for that. Thank you for being here. My dad. A lot of people make comments about, maybe I'm a good person, good guy, and all that. And try to always do the right thing. Try to honesty, integrity ruling my life. Well, there's a reason why. Growing up, I was very fortunate. My dad was 21 years old when I was born. I got to grow up with my dad. Not many people get to say that. And I got to have him as my dad, my best friend. He was my best man in my first wedding. So that just shows you everything that he's taught me in life and taught me with my mom. They've molded what you see this lump of clay is today. So for that, I really can't thank you enough. And thank you for being here. And Anna, hopefully we'll have many more years of enjoying you in our lives too. And hopefully that you won't do like you say and drop dead on dad. And everything will keep on ticking for a long time. I mentioned to Kirsten that I thought it was pretty unique that we've got representation from all four borders of the United States here tonight. We've got the West Coast with Michael and Mary. We've got the East Coast with Dad and Anna. We've got the South with everybody here. And we've got the North, my aunt and uncle from Minnesota. So we've got all four borders of the United States covered. Which I think is kind of unique.
No.
Well, maybe. More you than me. I like you better, I probably said something. But there's one last person I want to thank in this room, and that's you. I would have never imagined, almost a year and a half ago, in this booth, the middle booth on the right side out here, that I would start an incredible chapter of my life. A chapter that's been filled with more joy, amazement, and happiness than I could have imagined. You have showed me what it feels like to be loved and cared for in ways I never thought possible. You've given me the courage and inspiration to love somebody in ways I never thought possible. I think I was capable of loving somebody because of you. So I thank you for that. You've opened my heart, my mind, and my eyes to so many things about life that I never knew existed. And hope to exist. And this chapter that we've begun, right out there, is that I want to be a long and final chapter of my life. So, Kirsten, for that compliment. Yes.
Did she say yes?
Thank you again, everybody. Thank you for being a part of it.
Kirsten, does he get a hug?
And yes, they all knew.
Hey, this is supposed to be happy.
Okay, Watch the eye makeup.